What have drones, tech and the pub all got in common? They're really cool. I'm going to see if I can take my Mini 4 Pro all the way to the pub today and see if I can do it on 3 batteries. So come and join me. One thing I haven't said is that I'm going to try to do it all in one shot, except for where we're actually landing and taking off to change the batteries. I'm going to stick this in follow mode. Okay, so it's got me. I'm going to put it on auto Activeshots and go. Right, let's go. And we see dogs coming already. So what I'm going to do is just stop that, perch you up a bit higher so that we don't have to worry too much about the dogs. And you can still see me, which is good. Let's go on manual, go. There we go. A lot of puddles down here today. Once we've got past these people, I'll bring you back. Well, watch out for those trees. Oh, there's some more. Doing well though, doing well. Hello, you. Afternoon. Shall we go into auto now? Stop there. And Activeshots, auto, go. So a lot of puddles along here today. We had snow yesterday, just briefly, and yeah, and flood warnings today. But actually, it's glorious weather, perfect weather for taking a drone out. Hello. Sorry, I have to do that, don't I? So let's go on to auto, go, stop, select auto and go. There we go. So, should be something a little challenging coming up. We've got bushes to the left, trees to the right. Let's keep our fingers crossed. What are we on? Where are we? So we're on auto. The drone's coming around. Hi. So, I just hit 800 subscribers today. That was great. Thank you so much to everyone that subscribed. Now, this isn't the usual call to action, sort of subscribe, like and subscribe and all of that sort of stuff. It's just to say that for people starting out with a YouTube channel, it's actually really good validation for them. And it's helped my confidence incredibly that so many people have liked what I do. You know, in the past year, I've gone through some personal problems and stuff, which I'll keep personal. But this has really helped with my confidence and it's given me a really good focus. So if any of you would like to subscribe, please do. If it's not your sort of thing, then, you know, don't worry, don't worry. Right, actually, I have got a list of things to waffle on about. Come on. So, I didn't want to sort of run out of steam, as it were. Not that I do, I just waffle on and on. Oh, by the way, I am going to speed some of this up and I might chop some bits out. But so you know how long it takes, editor, edit monkey, yep, you. Could you put a timer on, please? Oh, right, come on. Oh, you are going right round behind that bush and then around that bush. Oh my God. Right, this should be interesting. Oh, we have got wires here. I'm going to switch off auto and stop tracking me for a second. Let's get you flying under these wires. Right, let's go on to Activeshots Auto. On, there we go. Right, now carry on. Let's get some shots of the white horse for you. Let's just get a nice rising shot there. Lovely. Okay, and then you need to come back and find me. Let's bring it down. Need to keep walking though, we've got to get to the pub. Let's put you down. And let's track me. Activeshots. Go. And let's track from the front. And we want to come down a bit. There we go. That's better. Right. Let's get a shot. Try to keep as still as possible. We are still recording. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to keep it level anyway. Oh, watch out for... Whoa, that was close. There's more branches coming up here. I think I might go over to the side. Let's go over there. Right. So yeah, I was talking about subscribers and stuff, and about YouTube in general, actually. You know, if you're thinking of doing this sort of thing, my advice would be just do it. It's great fun. And at the end of the day, what's the worst that's going to happen? Yeah, I've had a few negative, non-constructive sort of comments. I'd say probably half a dozen in all. Now, if you look at that out of, well, 60,000 plus views, then that's really a very, very tiny percentage. And some of them are actually hilarious. I've been accused of being a trader and a Chinese shill, which is interesting. Twice, actually, from the same person. And those comments actually went into the moderated section of YouTube. And every day I check for that, because most of the time, in fact, every single one of those I have published anyway. And I've added a reply, like, thanks so much for watching. And there have been other comments about my editing, you know, learn edit tech, bro. And light cut AI is lazy AF. Oh, all right, watch where you're going. Thank you. So that was really funny as well. One of the first moderated comments I got was from my first Mini 4 Pro sort of first flight and review type one. And I have to say, yeah, it was fair enough. It was from someone who is quite religious, I think. And, you know, I did start off the whole video with blasphemy, shall we say, which I can understand is offensive to some people. And so if anyone did find that offensive, by the way, I do apologise. I try to be as real as possible in my videos though. I try to be as genuine as possible. And so that was a genuine reaction. Where did I put my notes? Oh, big puddle here. What else have we got to talk about? Let's put you in a different place for this. Whoa! Right. God, it is. I've never seen quite so many puddles along here, I have to say. I'm going to need to move you away from the horses. So let's put you over here. Walk alongside this field a bit. You might recognise this field from my happy clappy video, how to sync audio with drone footage. That was a good fun one. Didn't do particularly well, got nearly 1,000 views, but it's quite good fun. Let's bring you down here now. I enjoyed doing it anyway, and got to show off some of the editing that I do as well. And actually this corner up here, I lost my glasses along here, so it was sort of a late summer evening. I was up here, I was with my Mini 3 Pro, and I bought the new Freewell ND filters. No, Freewell still don't sponsor me. Never mind, eh? More on that in another video. But I was testing my ND filters, testing the motion blur that I could get with them, and had my sunglasses on, and I was taking my sunglasses off and putting my normal sunglasses on and vice versa, and came to sort of pack away and thought, oh, I've got my sunglasses, I've got my controller, I've got my bag, I've got my drone in my hand, juggling all this stuff, and I thought, oh, I could just put my glasses in there, that'll hold them. Anyway, got almost all the way home and realised, oh, where's my glasses? I thought I was being so clever. And so, don't you dare, editor, don't you dare cool story bro me. But just have a quick look here, just in case. No, I would have gone by now. Well, how are we doing on battery? So, whoa, okay, you chose to go around that way. Fine. Hopefully we'll still get to the pub. We can have a nice pint. Oh, there is a button in YouTube that you can use to actually buy me a pint as well, if you want. It's up to you. I wish I could buy you a pint back, but I'm not sure where you are. You could be anywhere. I don't even know if you're allowed to drink. Are you allowed to drink? Or are you teetotal? Actually, it doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink. I could just buy you a squash if I knew where you were. Anyway, enough of that. What other silly stuff have we got to talk about here? Right, yes, oh, yeah, Geeksvana. I'll stick a link in the description, and I'll stick something up here somewhere. Brilliant site for drone advice, brilliant YouTube channel, really worth just checking out some of their stuff. Along with, you know, I've got some other YouTube heroes as well. So there's Windswept Robert. He is an absolute nutter, love him to bits, and very, very passionate about what he does. I'm sorry if the volume keeps going in and out. I'm looking down while I'm checking the remote controller. Yeah, Windswept Robert, Sean the Drone, he's just brilliant. He kind of does what I do. Oh, what's happened? It lost me. No, returning to home. Right, let's cancel that. Let's get you round. We'll just take you over here. And we might be on the first battery change. I'm gonna leave it a little bit. And perhaps update the home point. I don't want to do that. There we go. Up here, update home point. Controller. Oh, no GPS signal on mobile device. Interesting. Okay, I'll let's go. Well, let's keep going anyway. Let's go for aircraft. So at least it'll only come back to this point. Let's just get you going gradually along here. Give you a nice shot, some nice parallel lines, and then, yeah, let's just cancel that. Let's bring her down over here. And I think we'll have a landing, and then we'll change batteries, put another battery in your bum. So, oh, this is good for B-roll. Not looking at the camera, not looking at the camera, just looking at the scenery. And then looking at you. Right. Okay, come here. Come here, you little darling. Put you in sport, bring you down. So, let's get that battery back in. So you're there. I'm gonna get the power bank out and just plug that in. Where are we? Yep, okay. Right, so we've got the power bank charging that other battery now. So if we do need it, if there's an emergency, we've still got some battery. Oh, lovely train. Like a squirrel. There's a train. Right, come back here. Let's get on with the job in hand. Okay. Come here. Let's look at me. Move back a bit. Here we go. Just so that I can waffle again, really. Let's go on to auto. We do have some trees coming up though. So let's go. I did hit go, yeah. Okay, oh, that's a crutch word, isn't it? Okay, and so, and right, right. Oh. Yeah, need to do that. What else have we got then? Oh, editing videos, so, oh. What are you doing? Editing videos. You think this is the hard work, this bit? It's not. Well, not the way I edit videos anyway. There's a bush there. Come here. Right. I would say, on average, the amount of time spent editing is about 10 times the amount of time spent filming. Now this one might be a little different. Hello, are you going to keep up with me? Oh, still here, still here. Hello. So this one might be a little bit different. I'm going to give the edit monkey a bit of a rest. Now you've lost me. Okay. Had a big swing around. That is unusual. I normally find this fairly... Okay. I normally find the active track fairly reliable. That is unusual there. Okay, so one thing about that is that I've been thinking and discussing with a guy online, Steve Wright on AV forums, Stuart Wright, sorry, and we think it might be something to do with changing of the exposure, so the auto exposure settings. And I think I've got my exposure fixed here, but if there's a dramatic lighting change, then that can affect the active track stuff. Talking of active track, now me and Sean have been confused by this. I think DJI need to sort out the consistency of their naming conventions. So what this is doing at the moment, this is active track auto, but previously we've had a mode called follow me. That was then changed to active track, and then with the Mavic series, the Air 3 and the Mini 4 Pro, they added Active Track 360, which is the one where, let's bring that up. So this says Activeshots now. Let's stop that, go onto here, go onto auto, hit go. And so now they're calling it Activeshots. Now they brought out this update just before Christmas, and I think it was kind of rushed and they didn't really look at their naming conventions too well. So yeah, it's Activeshots now. So we had Active Track 360. Where the hell are you going? Hello, come here. Stop that then. Come back here. You went and hid behind a hedge. Let's stop you flying there and get you over here a bit and avoid the wires. So yeah, let's POI me. There we go. We're not going to go round and round. So yeah, the naming conventions of Activeshots and Active Track 360. There's even a setting in the menu which says Smart Shots. I don't know where that came from. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll have you following me. Let's get me there. And Activeshots, manual, go. There we go. Let's go there. Okay, quite low down. Right, so yeah, that's Activeshots, that's DJI terminology. Another channel I'd like to give a shout out to is Eye in the Sky 4K. He does, or they do, not entirely sure, but they do some beautiful castle videography and photography. Well worth checking out their channel. Beautiful editing on it as well. I know that drone videos, just the drone videos themselves, can get quite samey after a while, but I think that the way that Eye in the Sky 4K edits keeps them engaging, keeps them looking nice. So yeah, if you've got a channel, share your channel in the comment. Don't worry about me, stick in the comments. Or actually, if you just want to say hi, say hi. Leave some feedback. Don't leave some feedback, just say hi. Leave a comment on something that I've done or something you'd like to see me doing as well. You know, I'm always open to new ideas for these videos. I try not to make them too dry. I try not to make them too boring. I try, all right, I try. But, you know, so many of these videos can be very dry and a little bit humorless, so I'm just trying to get a bit of humour into them as well. Oh, I'm thinking of filming in Crete. If I can get my passport sorted out, that'll be really good. And the new update on the DJI Fly app actually helps you check whether you've got the right certification, and you can follow the correct legislation for wherever you're planning on flying, which is really, really useful. It can also actually help you apply for that stuff as well. Gives you the links and everything. So that might be later in the year, but I do like Crete. Around the Lassithi Plateau is absolutely beautiful. Right, or you, pay attention, there's some branches behind you. What I am trying to do here is be very careful about animals and livestock. So there's quite a horsey area. This is quite a horse track. Whilst the Mini 4 Pro is fairly quiet, I still don't want to really upset my neighbours. But also around livestock as well. Again, sheep are especially nervous of drones for some reason. I remember Windswept Robert saying that his friend was looking at using a drone to herd sheep, which is not a bad idea really. It'd be quite fun actually. Yeah, I've had a couple of offers of partnerships, and I'd just like to ask my subscribers, would you be okay with that if I did the occasional sponsorship bit, at the end of the day, this stuff costs loads of money. And it would be good if I could, you know, make a bit of money out of it to just fund what I'm doing here. Stick a note in the comments. I would only work with companies that I believe have a really good product and is suitable for me and is kind of in our niche as well. So drones and tech and editing and that sort of thing. Lots of midges, lots of midges. I just want to give a shout out to Ian in Brazil and Chris Capoon. He's a locksmith, lockpicker. He's got a really, really strangely interesting channel. They've been really helping support and sending words of encouragement with every video I do. Along with my daughter, Jocasta, that's not her real name, and my son, Tarquin, that's not his real name. But they've been really, really helping and encouraging me and providing feedback and critique and stuff as well. So I just thought I'd stick that in. Right, oh yeah, this thing about follow me is really interesting. So follow me or active track or Activeshots, whatever you call it. In the UK and in Europe, the legislation says that you don't need to have visual line of sight if you're using a follow me mode. The only thing that you have to do is make sure there's some little twigs there. Twigs! Oh, I need one of those Ken Heron t-shirts. So sorry, back to a follow me mode and the, oh! Oh dear. Well, that put a bit of a spanner in the works. It's a good thing I brought along some spare propellers because we do have knackered propellers. I'm gonna get changing these propellers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're ruined. All of them. And I'll see you in a bit. Proper screwdriver, get one off Amazon. The one that DJI provide is terrible, it just strips your screws. I'll leave a link for this one in the description.
It'll take time, but it's possible.
Right, that's all 8 props replaced and 3 screws sacrificed. It happens. It's only the second major crash I've ever had, so I was probably due one. Let's get on with the trip to the pub, shall we? Well, a little bit dirty, a little bit worse for wear, but should be okay. Stop. There's something very wrong there. Something very wrong there. I think we need to calibrate the gimbal. Calibrate everything, thinking about it. It doesn't know where it is. Oh.
Not good. Severe shock.
Slightly broken arm there. Be able to glue that. And I've got DJI refresh. So let's give this another go. Now I've got a slightly broken arm here. Not me. Drone, so I need to check that when I get back, but I seem to have been able to put it back in place okay. It's a little wobbly. Let's see what happens. You've put the propellers on wrong, you idiot.
I realize that now.
It's kind of my fault. Not exactly my fault. I mean, I was relying on the 360 obstacle avoidance to work. About 3/4 of the way to the pub anyway, so might as well go and get a pint. Touchscreen gloves. Oh, just buy your third pair, you'll probably find one that works. Now, when we're flying drones, and it's winter or it's very cold, you've got to wear gloves. But the trouble is, you can't use touch screens with them, so you can get these special gloves which are meant to work with them. About 50% of the time they work with them.
60% of the time, it works every time.
So if anyone out there has got a good pair of warm gloves that really do work well for touch screens, stick it in the comments, stick a link in the comments, because I've tried a couple of pairs and they're a bit pants, to be honest. No, I didn't buy pants instead of gloves. Adam Ragusea, what can I say about him? I mean, he's a legend. He can do a video essay on paint drying and I'd watch it. He is that good. He is really engaging, really researches his stuff, and the way he delivers is just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, he's semi-retired now. He's going through a few problems, but you know, anything he does is interesting. He started off doing cooking. I might do a cooking channel, by the way. He's broadened out to all sorts of topics. I mean, his latest one was what foods are good for your dog and what foods are bad for your dog. And his dog, Pop-Tart, is incredibly well behaved in it. So if you like dogs, you'd just like to watch that video. What's my channel about? It's a good question, actually. I have been asked before, by several people, mainly sort of colleagues, but yeah, it's mainly about drones. There's a bit of tech in it. I'm using the Pocket 3 to film this now. I suppose I'm just like being the average guy using tech and using drones. Now, you can learn along with me and learn from my mistakes, like that one, which is just be really, really careful if you've got twiggy branches about when you're flying your drone, because it can't see them. And I know what I know. I don't know everything. I'm not an expert.
I am what I am.
I know what I need to know to be able to fly drones. And that is the skills to fly drones, a little bit of photography, a fair bit about the sort of legislation. I'm by no means an expert on that, but again, I know what I need to know to fly drones safely and within the law. Could you imagine 20 years ago doing this sort of stuff? I would struggle to imagine doing that, actually. And like when I was a kid, we didn't have the internet. For those of you that have always had the internet, can you imagine not having it? If we needed to find something out, we had to go down the library. Afternoon. Yeah, we had to go down the library to find stuff out. And that was like a trip out in the rain, and then you'd have to find the right book. It'd be an encyclopedia or something. Now, if we want to find something out, straight onto the internet, straight onto YouTube, normally. And within minutes, you're finding it out. Now, the only thing is, hello? No, the only thing is that information accurate? And that's the thing you take your chance with. But in general it is. You do get some nutters out there though. Or you get some people like me who innocently may get something wrong. We don't know about it. So that's what the comment section's for. So if I get something wrong, call me out on it. And I'll either go, whoop, yeah, hold my hands up. Yeah, I didn't realise that. I stand corrected. Or I might say, well, actually, this is the information I have and this is where I get this information from. Oh, yeah. I put this right at the top of the page. And I promise that crash was not set up. I'm a little bit gutted. Have you ever noticed that if you put the word crash in the title of your drone video, it gets thousands of views? I suppose the saving grace with what's happened today is that I can put the word crash in my video title and it's genuine. I didn't really want to be doing that, but it's not worth it. It makes me physically sick. People potentially on purpose crashing their drones. Probably more money than sense. I mean, it's for clicks at the end of the day. And whilst it's nice, they're not genuine clicks, they're not interested in you, they're interested in the unfortunate thing that's happened. If you really want to watch that sort of stuff, watch Ken Heron's drone crash videos. They're hilarious. Actually, I mentioned Ken Heron on that, didn't I? I might have to send that one to him. It's his fault. It's the joy of flying drones, contrary to what I've been doing and showing you, is actually controlling them and using skill to control them, and the feeling of flying them around. It's not necessarily always all about photography or videography and filming. Sometimes it's just the joy of flying a remote control aircraft around. Okay, that's about it. We're just coming up to the pub now. Until my next video, please like, please subscribe, and fly safe and fly happy. Bye for now.
Well, I changed my name because they said don't pay everybody. I didn't want to have beans.
Because very, very